Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so today for this deep dive, we're digging into something that, wow, it's gotten a lot of messages. People are talking about the YITAMOTOR Portable Toilet. Some call it the camping miracle throne,
Yeah, I've heard that one.
right? But others are, well, less enthusiastic. So our mission today is to cut through the noise. Is this thing like genius convenience, or is it just peak chaos waiting to happen in your campsite?
Well, based on the reviews we looked at, it seems to land, maybe unsurprisingly, somewhere in the middle. It's got some smart ideas, but maybe not the best execution.
Okay, let's break it down. What are we actually looking at here? Specs-wise, it seems okay on paper. You've got a 5.28-gallon freshwater tank and a slightly larger 6.34-gallon waste tank, which seems reasonable.
Yeah, standard enough. And they did add a couple of features like that built-in spot for toilet paper, little convenience things.
Right, trying to make it user-friendly. And what about the flush? They mentioned a handle pump with double water outlets, trying to hit the dead zones, they call them.
Yeah, that's the claim. Better bowl coverage.
Ah,
Sounds good, right? Like an upgrade.
but is it really an upgrade, or is it more like a fix, a sign that maybe the basic pump isn't quite up to scratch on its own?
You know, our sources lean towards the latter, and that really points to the core issue with this whole design. Everything hinges on one critical part,
Which is?
that rotating spout slide valve and the seal that goes with it. It's not just a lid, you know. It's the thing keeping 6 gallons of chemically treated waste contained. If that valve gets sticky or doesn't line up perfectly, well, the whole leak-proof idea kind of goes out the window instantly.
Okay, so when it is working, people seem pretty happy. I saw comments about it being good for tight spots like, small RV bathrooms or boats.
Definitely. Its size is a plus, and the odor control gets decent marks and that's a big if, that seal is absolutely perfect.
Right, the seal again.
But keeping that seal perfect takes work. And this is where the warnings pop up in the reviews. Big ones. First, apparently, you really can't over-tighten the waste cap.
Well,
Risk of cracking the plastic, it's just not that robust. And second, that pump pressure, the one needed for the fancy double outlets, it tends to weaken.
oh, so the feature they promote might not even last.
Yeah, weakens pretty quickly with regular use, according to users, which doesn't inspire confidence.
And this leads to the scary part, doesn't it? The real risk factor. Because if that seal fails or the valve shifts,
Yeah.
it's not just a small drip, is it?
No, not at all. The reviews paint a pretty grim picture. One person literally called it Leak City,
Yeah.
and another one put it very bluntly, it works until it doesn't. Then you have a biohazard in your van.
Wow. Okay, biohazard in your van. That's memorable, and not in a good way.
Exactly. That quote nails the risk profile, and this risk feels even bigger when you look at the company behind the product, YITAMOTOR. That, for me, is the glaring warning label here.
Because they're not exactly known for camping gear, are they? Or plumbing.
Not even close. They're a huge Chinese manufacturer, yeah, but they sell everything. Car headlights, running boards, catalytic converters, you name it. It's very generic.
So probably not a team of dedicated dream toilet engineers obsessing over seal integrity.
Highly unlikely. And look at their overall reputation online. It's kind of a middling 3-ish stars out of 5 on major platforms, which might be fine for a headlight, maybe.
Right, low stakes if a headlight is down.
Exactly. But for something like sanitation, and you see the same company getting complaints about missing parts, customer support that's basically non-existent, at huge hassles with refunds.
Okay, yeah, that changes the calculation quite a bit. You don't want refund headaches when you're dealing with a, potential biohazard situation.
Precisely. You need reliability support, maybe spare parts down the line. That's not really their business model, it seems.
So let's bring it all together. If you're listening and thinking about buying this, what's the bottom line? How does it stack up? Reliability versus convenience.
You know, weighing it all up, we'd probably land on a 5 out of 10. It performs like other budget or maybe mid-range options, but those extra features, like the paper holder or the dual outlets, they feel more like distractions from potential weaknesses than real solid innovations.
Okay, a 5 out of 10. So usable, but with major asterisks.
Right. The final verdict is it's a budget performer with caveats. Big ones.
So for you, the listener, maybe think of it this way. If you need something super temporary, maybe just for a couple of weekends a year, and you promise yourself you'll be really careful with cleaning and making sure that valve is seated just right,
then maybe it could work for you. But honestly, if you're building out a van or planning on using your RV a lot, doing serious trips, the advice we saw consistently was spend more money. Get something from a dedicated brand.
Because reliability isn't just a nice to have in this case.
It's absolutely essential. You want support, you want parts you can actually get, you want some peace of mind.
That makes sense. So maybe the final thought to leave everyone with is this. How much is saving a bit of cash up front really worth? Especially when you weigh it against the potential cost and the sheer unpleasantness of a major failure, that biohazard scenario.
Yeah, exactly. How much risk are you comfortable carrying in your van or RV? Definitely something to chew on before you click buy.